cartoons make no sense at all. Like in this episode of SpongeBob where he is washing dishes, even though he's literally a sponge. But this is only level 1. What will level 100 of no logic look like? Hold on, this is like a big moment for me. You only see Peppa like this. And you always see 2 eyes. That really doesn't make sense. Like, is this on purpose? I would like to talk to the artist. Multilingual at age 4, can't locate things next to her. Okay, that is so true. Can we talk about how smart people are who speak more than just one language? It is so hard. So Dora basically is brilliant, but she still can't find things. Literally, your friend is also a map. Cartoon logic. Okay, so this is Powerpuff Girls. Bubbles is my favorite because she's blonde. How is she holding the chopsticks? I can barely use chopsticks myself with an opposable thumb and all 5 fingers. But Homegirl is using no fingers and it's just like levitating. Unmasked hundreds of phonies still afraid of monsters. I mean, hey, they're getting catfished every day. I actually think I'm gonna stand up for Scooby and Shaggy in this meme because they can't trust anybody. The 3 little pigs have their father hanging on the wall. That is awful. Somebody turned their dad into a sausage. And can we just note, he's just hanging there and look at their little faces. They're just happy as can be. Explain this. Okay, so Arthur was actually one of my favorite shows as a kid. What is he doing? So we have our headphones. Actually, why are these in my ear right now? This is illogical as well. I have no sound in my ear. He has headphones on, but instead of placing them on his ear to hear, he's decided to play it in his skull. Maybe he just needs like a massage from the noise on his cheekbones, or can we also do a side-by-side of what a real aardvark looks like? Naked all day, wearing clothes at the beach. Wait, what? That makes no sense. Okay, so technically, like Tom and Jerry, they have clothes on, they have their fur, but maybe they get really cold in the water? I don't know. Celebrated Christmas before the birth of Christ. Wait, Siri, when was the Flintstones supposed to take place? 1 million BC in the Stone Age. So BC means before Christ. Christmas is to celebrate the birth of Christ. You know what this is? This is just the creator of the Flintstones personally loved Christmas and did not care that it didn't make sense in the show. And I'm okay with it because they are rocking those Santa hats. Says you are the love of his life. Forgets what you look like and has to put on a shoe on every girl in the kingdom. Okay, that is so true. Also, this one moment, he looks like he forgot who he just met the other day. And like, shouldn't you recognize her before you put the shoe on? Because literally, I believe there's a scene in Cinderella where she's just there and puts her foot in the shoe. And it's like, once she puts her foot in the shoe where he's like, oh my gosh, it's you. Wow, great disguise you got there. What cartoon is this? I feel like this looks a little retro. Like my guess here would be Dexter's Laboratory? I don't know. It is literally the same man with and without glasses on. Now, maybe it's a disguise to him because he can no longer see when he takes his glasses off. But other than that, this makes absolutely no sense. He's even wearing the same tie. Finally, some logic in SpongeBob. Okay, so yes, there is some logic, but not a ton. So a tree, normally, just wouldn't grow under the sea with sand. Where would the roots go? And it produces oxygen outside, right? So it has an oxygen tank, a scuba tank, but why does it need the goggles? What's the tree really looking at, huh? Both are dogs. One is a pet and the other one is the owner. Yeah, who decided that? Who decided I am the owner and you will be the pet? I mean, they have the same looking chin hair, the same nose, similar ears. Please someone explain this to me. Subscribe if you want to see level 100. I am not sure if I am ready yet. They can't get out? Okay, look at how large their bodies are. And look here at how big the gap is between the cage. Disney logic. Donald Duck is wearing a shirt, very excited, wearing no pants. However, when his shirt is off, he is covering that he has no pants. He's not like, oh no, my shirt's gone. He's like, I am currently not wearing pants. Minnie Mouse gets afraid of mice, even if she's also a mouse. Eek, a mouse! Okay, here's the thing. This mouse is like screaming right here. Like you see these little like lines. What if that's her baby? What if that's her mom? Want to make it obvious that two characters are married? Make them look like brother and sister. Ew. No, you're so right. I mean, maybe it's because in a cartoon, people are forgetful of the plot. I don't know. But why, like, especially these two, they basically look like twins. Finds a random corpse in the woods. Kisses it. Now that is so disturbing. I will say she has flowers around her head and a pillow, but it does kind of look like a funeral. If I saw somebody just laying passed out with flowers around them like they had passed away, I'm not gonna go over and just smooch him. Listens to music with his eyes. That looks painful. I don't feel like I thought about this one until now, because for me, it's not as obvious. You would picture his ears up here, but now I'm crazy. Do crabs have ears? And if they do, where would they be? Like right here? What kind of music do you think Mr. Krabs actually listens to? Put it in the comments, let me know. So did they have hair or not? That is a valid question. Like, they're skeletons, but their hair is still there. If you put up a photo of Bart and Lisa, like, their head looks exactly the same. Marge may be the only one with hair, because Marge has like the blue hair going on. Learns English from English girl. Has American accent. I have never thought about this before. You know, like I grew up in Texas, so you could say I have a Texan accent. So how does that happen? And I cannot picture Tarzan speaking in a British accent. That would feel strange. Rip logic, ducks eating chicken. This is disturbing. That could be their distant relative. And look at that face. He could not be more happy to eat this chicken. It's still got fuzz on it too. SpongeBob physics. Okay, so I still think it looks like we're underwater, right? However, he has a helmet on with water in it, and somehow through that glass helmet, he was able to blow a bubble. None of this makes sense. When you have watched SpongeBob before, have you ever noticed any of these things? How does this kid put his shirt on? Look how tiny the neck hole is here. And not to be mean, but he's got a big head. I mean, it's like a triangle, okay? I don't think they put that part in the show, so I've never thought about it before. Disney, teaching you not to talk to strangers unless they're hot. It's so true. He's literally caressing her hands. They've never met before. Look at this eye contact. Like, this is very serious eye contact. Don't talk to strangers, and don't let strangers caress your hands like that. Father wields a mighty trident, amazed by a fork. I don't know. I also just don't understand how her hair remains absolutely fabulous even though she's underwater. If Slipper was a perfect fit, how did it slip off? Oh no! This zero logic situation is actually upsetting me because I never thought about these things before today. Is naked all day long, but afraid to be seen while taking a bath. Jerry feels vulnerable. Look how large his eyelashes are right now, okay? He doesn't want Tom to see him. Maybe when he has his fur get wet, he loses confidence, okay? This is Pokemon, right? I didn't watch Pokemon as a kid. I play Pokemon Go now, but guys, this one actually confuses me a little bit. Can you put it in the comments? Is it that everybody's smiling and telling me to smile right now, which is kind of slowly making me feel uncomfortable? Let's rock, scissor, paper for it. Scissors beat paper. Why in this cartoon did they decide to go with flippers for hands? Like, there's just no fingers at all. And how, as a viewer, are we supposed to understand who wins? Literally, these memes are hurting my brain. This is not even possible. Wear masks, not like they're giant freaking turtles or anything. So if you're trying to get away with being suspicious, go Batman style. You cannot tell who he is. But if you just put this little piece of fabric over your eyeballs, everybody knows who you are. Is this from Phineas and Ferb?
Are you kidding?
First of all, why is this random duck in handcuffs? How do you put handcuffs on wings? The handcuff is so large, the wing would just simply slip out of it, yet he still is remaining in them. Why do they need to tiptoe past when they can float in the air? They're literally full of superpowers, yet they're not using them at nighttime. Maybe is their magic not usable after they go to bed? Did you realize that my arms are still free? They just duct taped his chest. Are they just intimidated by his pec muscles? Maybe they're too glorious for them to look at. But also, the man and the woman look like they are giving Spider-Man a knife and a blaster. Like, it looks like they're simply just like, here you go, Spider-Man. Flies a plane, is a bird. You know, at the end of the day, this is a flex. How? Wait, that bird? He has hands. I don't want to see a bird with fingers. That's creepy. But maybe he's just trying to get the ladies. How does his glasses stay on without nose or ear support? Is it a goggle situation? Have we ever seen the back of Arthur's head? Please, editors, if you can look online for me, are there photos of the back of Arthur's head? We need to see this. What are SpongeBob's sleeves attached to? Wait, you're right. And when he puts his arms down, they're still not attached down here to his shirt. They're just like randomly there. We have a lot of clothing issues with animation. Bugs Bunny shaving his beard. I mean, I have to trim Eloise's fur because it just grows, but they actually make it look like this is a beard, not like his normal, just fluffy fur. And what does this say? Stress relief? Why is this bunny stressed? Can lift a rhino, but not a lion cub. Zazu, come on, man. Kidnapped by monster, befriend his furniture. I'm not gonna lie, like, I kind of named this dresser like Cheryl when I was little, and I would have been friends with her. Look at this face. I trust her. And literally, like, we would go to the movies. It's just weird in this video because it's making me question a lot of my childhood. You know, things seem normal until you read things like this. How is Zubat holding Squirtle? Very valid question. Maybe Squirtle is secretly able to fly. Because, you know, he's riding this bird like you would a horse. This butterfly is able to lift Bulbasaur, which doesn't seem like a butterfly would be that strong. Father and daughter. Yes, this is confusing. I could see maybe his daughter being a hermit crab and like needing a shell, or even maybe a shrimp, like something in the crustacean family, but a whale. Do we ever see Mr. Krabs' wife? Because that would answer a lot of questions for us. Gravity won't work until you look down. That is true. In old cartoons, they'd be like flying, and then when they're like, oh, then they start to fall for whatever reason. I don't know why they did that, but that is true. Anime logic, yelling makes you stronger. This is so true to point out. Every single anime you ever watch, they go like, ah, and I can't do the anime yell or I would like not be able to speak ever again. But it's like they always have to like brace themselves like this dude. This is a horse. Your argument is invalid. The only thing that is giving horse is the tail, which also looks like an arm with fingers. I won't lie, so that's disturbing. And it's in a pasture. Other than that, it kind of looks like Eloise going. All holes are portable. This never made sense. Even as a kid, when I would watch Roadrunner and the Coyote, I got so confused because it would just be able to bring it away. How convenient would that be? It's like, you don't want to see somebody that day. You're just not vibing. You pull the hole out of your pocket, slap it on the ground, and then you go. Mute naked girl on a beach. Seems legit. I'll put a ring on it. I mean, look at that hair. Those eyes. That lipstick. He just likes her because she's pretty. Powers can't pass through gloves. Can pass through shoes easily. This never made sense because all of Elsa's powers are in her hands. Those gloves look very thin. Can you explain this? No, none of us can. It makes absolutely no sense. If only Brian could reach the petals. Now I have anxiety looking at this scene. Hey Royals, my new summer merch drop is here. Designs that add sparkle to your life with royal colors that are extra comfy. Get one now and reign supreme. Who lets a dog drive a car anyway? Clothes change back to rags at midnight. Glass slippers stay the same. What? Thank you for now pointing this out, and now I'm also staring at her feet, and she has no toes. Crazy stepmother wants her heart in a box. What do you do when things go wrong? Oh, of course, sing a song. You know what? Sometimes it's all about a mindset, and if I was covered in adorable animals, maybe I would want to sing. Sometimes I sing when I'm nervous, you know? It's all about positivity. What cartoon is this? Wait a moment, how's he holding the cigar? Why is the cigar inside of his nose? Cigars are nasty, don't use them. And he's literally just shoving it in his mustache up his nose. Why is his mouth all the way over there? His chin is sideways. This man needs to see a doctor. Questions if it's safe to ride. Has tiger for a pet. I've always wanted a pet tiger. But yeah, like there's no way. She doesn't know this guy. He's a thief. And the carpet doesn't have a sturdy foundation. All right, goes to outer space with no helmet whatsoever, lives to tell the story. This will not happen. Don't go to space. I don't think you'd be able to just go to space, but if you did, bring a helmet. I don't think the air is exactly the same up there. Ask Elon Musk. Ability to cure cancer, wishes for chocolate snowboard. I mean, he is thinking like a kid, and if I was like 5, I probably wouldn't think of something so intense and I'd want a chocolate snowboard, but maybe it all comes down to Wanda and Cosmo, who should have encouraged Timmy to ask for better wishes. Most powerful Pokemon in the world punches it. Maybe Mewtwo just felt bad for Ash because he really doesn't look that intimidating, and Mewtwo is just like, go for it. Does he kill Mewtwo? How's that end? I want to know. Has anyone noticed this guy's mustache is in the wrong place? Oh, that's going to bother me. But then let's talk about his chin is here, his nose is here, his mouth is here. How does he eat a hamburger? Shadow disattaches, uses soap. Whoa, okay, this is the most illogical one yet. And again, it's Disney. What is happening? So, yeah, it's like Peter Pan's twin, but it's supposed to be his shadow. Shadows are with you. This one's flying away. What's the soap gonna do? Largest predator eats bugs. He was told to by Timon and Pumbaa, okay? He didn't have his parents to teach him what he was properly supposed to eat. He doesn't look like he's enjoying it. Never wears a shirt, always has a tan line. You know what? This is just disturbing. He's very sunburned. He probably should go inside and put on some aloe vera. Why are his legs so pale? I actually think that's more weird. He's obviously worn a shirt at some point, but he's not getting any sun, even though his legs are exposed. Time for the most illogical photo of them all. SpongeBob can't drive a boat, but he can drive a rock. Now, SpongeBob doing anything doesn't make sense. Can a sponge really cook a hamburger? Would you eat it if it could? No, you wouldn't. And would you want to drive a boat with a puffed up blowfish next to you? She's giving me stress. Thanks for watching. Check out this next video.